back to my bracelet channel. Today I'm going to do a tutorial on this Greek wave bracelet. I've actually already made a tutorial on this video, but it was like 4 years ago, and so I want to make an updated tutorial with better colors and just updated. So here's that video, and so let's get started. The pattern that I'm using is number 5608 off a bracelet book. I also printed it off for this video, so you can see that's what it looks like. Here's a bracelet that I've already made before. So we're going to have 11 strings. So for this video, I'm going to use dark blue and teal. And then the DMC codes are there if you'd like to use the same colors. And we're going to start by getting our strings. So I'm going to do a wingspan length. And so I'm going to take the string in one fingertip and then put it out along my arm and then across my chest to my other fingertip. And I'll have the actual lengths of what this is in the description as well. And then I'm going to cut it at the end. And so this is one long string that we're going to fold in half, and it'll end up being 2 strings. So that accounts for these 2. And then we're going to do 2 more long ones. So there'll be 3 long that will be folded in half for 6 for this color. All right, so I now have my 3 long strings for this color, which is 6 total. And then I need 5 of the other color. So I'm going to do 2 long ones of the other color, and that will bring me to 10 strings. All right, so I now have 5 long strings. I'm going to fold these in half, so I'll line up the 2 ends like this. And then I need 1 more string, which is this one right here. And so I'm going to line up with just this half length. Now I'm going to tape my bracelet down and we'll get started. All right, so now I have to arrange my strings. So if you look at the pattern and you look at these right here, that's how you need to arrange them. So basically it's going to be all of one color on one side and then the other. So the color that you have 6 strings of, that needs to be on the left side. So for me, it's the dark blue. And now we are able to start this pattern. So the first knot that we're going to do is going to be a backward knot with the 2 blues on the left side. So I'm going to grab my 2 blues on this left side and do a backward knot. So the string on the right is going to be your leading string, and this is your bass string. So you're going to make a 4 across this way and then grab under and pull that through and then up to the top, and then every knot is done twice, so we'll do that one more time. Perfect. And then as you can tell, they kind of like want to switch spots, and that's what's supposed to happen, so then they're going to go like that. And then the next knot that we're going to do is right here. So we're going to grab the next 2 strings, which should both be blue, and we'll do another backwards knot. Just like that. And then the next one we're going to do is right here. And so I'm going to leave out this first string, and I'm going to grab this second and third right here and do a backwards knot. Just like that. I'm going to come back here and I'm going to do this knot right here. So I'm going to grab the 2 strings on the left side and do another backwards knot. Just like that. The next knot is this one right here. So I'm going to count in. I already have these 4. And then I'm going to grab the next 2 blue in here and do a backwards knot. Just like that. And then I'm going to be doing 4 other backwards knots right here. So I'm going to grab this string right here and pick out the next blue and do a backward knot here. Just like that. And then they switch. And I'm going to grab the next blue in line and do a backward knot, just like that. And I'm going to pick out the next blue and another backwards knot. And then one more backward knot onto this last one. And that right there was this first little blue triangle right here, which, as you can tell on this bracelet, is this first little blue section here. So now we're going to go over to the other side and do this little yellow triangle here. So as you can tell on this first row, there's no knot here, so I'm going to pick out my string on the far right and leave that one out at first. And then I'm going to take the next two in line, and I'm going to do a forward knot this time. So this is this knot right here. So this is now the bass string and this is the leading string, and you'll do the same pattern but opposite, so it's across that way, and then you pull up and through like that to the top, and then every knot is done twice, so one more, just like that. The next knot we're going to do is right here, so we're going to pull this string back in and do a forward knot onto this string. Just like that. I'm going to take these three out to the edge and come back into these two teals right here, and this will be this knot right here, and we're going to do 4 forward knots total. So the first one's right here, do a forward knot. And then I'm going to pick out the next string and do another forward knot. Then I'm going to grab the next one and do a forward knot. And then one last forward knot on the edge. Just like that. So now we're going to go back to the center and we're going to start with this blue knot here. So I'm kind of going to separate into colors here and grab the two that are in the center, one from each color, which are these two. And I'm going to do a forward knot with the dark blue over the teal. Just like that, and then they switch. And then I'm going to do 2 more forward knots here and here. So I'm going to grab the next teal in line and I'll do a forward knot with the dark blue over the teal. And then one more forward knot, dark blue over teal. And then right here we have a forward backward knot. So the first half of the knot is forward and the second half is backwards. So on this teal string here, first part is going to be a forward knot, which is across this way and through and then up, and then the second half is a backward knot. So then the second part will be this way and then up and through. So when you end, your dark should be on the left and this should be on the right. Now we're going to go back to the center again and do 3 backward knots with my teal. So I'm going to kind of even this out again and then pick these 2 centermost, these 2 strings in the center, and I'm going to do 3 backward knots. Like that. And then we have one similar to the one we just did on this side, but this one is a backward forward knot. So the first part of the knot will be backwards, so it's across this way and then up, and then the second half is forward, so we'll cross this way and then up, just like that. Now I'm going to do this one right here, which is also a backward forward knot. And so I'm going to separate my strings. I have this teal here and this dark blue. First part will be a backwards knot, and then the second part will be a forward knot. Then right here, we're going to do a forward knot, so this will be teal over teal. So that is this way. Just like that. Next knot is going to be this one right here. This is a forward knot with the dark blue over dark blue. I'm going to take my two center dark blues here and do a forward knot. Then I'm going to do another forward knot right here. So I'm going to take this dark blue and this one. Just like that. And then I'm going to do a backward forward knot right here. And so I'm going to take my teal and do a backward knot and then a forward. So this is a backward forward right there. And then I'm going to do a forward knot with two of the dark blues, which are these two here. All right, now I'm going to come back over to this side here and do 3 forward knots with the dark blue. And so I'm going to come back in and find my dark blue on this side and start with a forward knot right here. Then I have 2 more, so I'm going to grab the teal here, do another one. And then my final knot will be with 2 dark blues. Just like that. Then I am going to do this right here. So we're going to start on the far right edge and do 3 backwards knots. So I'm going to come to this edge. This will be my first one. Here's the second. Here's the third. And there are the 3 backward knots. And then right here, I have a backward forward knot. So do that right here onto the dark blue. So first part is backward, second part forward, just like that. Then starting again on the right side, I'm going to do 3 backward knots here. So I'll go back to the right. Do 3 backward knots. Here's the first one. The second. And then here's the third. And I'll do 1 final backward knot in this corner, with just these 2. And then we'll head back over to this side, and we're going to start from here. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 forward knots. So I'm going to come over to my teal in here, and I'm going to do a forward knot with the teal over dark blue. It's the first one, and then over the next blue is the second. Here's the third one. And then the last one is over the dark blue. So at this point, you should be evenly split with colors again. And then now we're going to finish off the bottom corner with 1, 2, 3, 4 forward knots with dark blue. So I go to the far left side and do 4 forward knots. And then this last one here is the fourth. Perfect. And then our last 2 knots will be 2 forward knots here. So I'm going to grab the 2 on the far left side. Here's my first forward knot. And then here's my second. Just like that. And that's how you make this bracelet. And so you just kind of keep repeating this same pattern over and over again until you have it to the length that you want. On this one, I did 10 waves total, and this fits around my wrist, plus I left a little extra room for ties at the ends, and I have a video on different ways to end your bracelets, so you can check out that video. This one is twisted ties, but you can also do fishtails and braids and whatever. But yeah, I'm going to continue working on this bracelet, and to keep going from here, I'll put the timestamp on the video of where I repeat, but you're basically just going to go back up to the top of the pattern and start by doing these ones over here, and then you come over and do these and keep going. I am going to continue this tutorial in a longer video, but this is all you need to make it. You just keep repeating. But if you don't know where to start or want to continue, you can watch that longer video. I hope this tutorial helped you figure out this bracelet. And if you post any pictures on Instagram, make sure to tag my Instagram at Island Bracelets Co. Also follow me there. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, share it with your friends, anyone who you think might want to make this, and I hope you guys all have a great day.